Well, hi there, and welcome to Home Wizards. I'm Cindy Dole.
Hey, I'm Eric Stromer.
And we love to improve your home and improve your life. And Eric, as a dad, happy Father's Day early.
Oh, that is so nice.
And we want to give you things more than a tie. Like, that was the big joke growing
or
up, right?
a clip. Remember the clip-on ties?
The clip-on tie.
They used to just plug into the collar without having to actually do a real tie loop.
Yeah. Not great.
Not doing it.
But there's a lot of really fun, do-it-yourself, handy things around the house that you can pull off. Today, tomorrow, really quickly, inexpensively, to show that you love Dad, right? And I know that you being the grill master, you use a tool belt for your grill supplies.
You know I do, and it's amazing. Now, there's two ways to look at this. You can either, A, just use a traditional, simple carpenter's tool belt where you can actually buy amended, products that go on an existing tool belt. For example, the device that holds the hammer in a tool belt, that can be perfect for a spatula, grill spatula.
Love it.
It's leather backed, so, if it's hot or it's got some sauce on it, it'll be easy to wipe off if you get it on there. But it just goes like a sheriff right in his 6-gun holster.
Cute.
Bam! Spatula goes right in the side, right?
Cute.
There's another thing that you can get for tool belts that actually holds like a screwdriver or any kind of augers or hole punchers, and that is a perfect thing for your hot sauce, your Tabasco, any kind of bottle that might be a squeeze bottle for hot sauce that you have to create that great, the heat when it comes to the spice in the meat. And then there's also tons of little pockets and things to put, either your rag or, your grill brush or a secondary spatula if you want to go, stereo where you have one on both sides, one for meat, one for fish. You can kind of go crazy, which I do. I've also in the past, believe it or not, I've lined the interior pocket with a piece of saran wrap, and I had a couple little,
No.
Yes, I did. I had a couple of
snacks.
grilled peppers. Some grilled peppers went in there. I could eat while I was going.
Little nibbles.
I sometimes actually use that pocket to put a piece of the meat I've cut off to see if it's ready or done or tastes good. I cool it. There's my cooling tray.
Oh, got it.
And then I pull it back out after it's been sitting there about a minute and a half.
Well, the chef has to stay sustained.
You gotta stay sustained.
Right. It's a lot of energy.
Yeah. Now, so you can either use an existing tool belt that you buy at the store, or you can buy the pieces of the tool belt, and they, a belt loop will, it's essentially belt loops that you put a belt through. So you could amend
and rivets, maybe?
You could do that too. You could do rivets with a blue jean fabric if you wanted like a panel.
Yeah.
If you wanted to gussy it up and go a little further. But for most guys out there, I don't think you're going to want to spend the time. Just buy the stuff at the hardware store that's sort of the secondary things they sell, the aftermarket things that plug onto an existing belt, and I think you're good to go.
What about a scratch-off card for Father's Day? We do this around Christmas time where everyone has a lottery card at your place setting, just kind of as a fun little tradition. But you could basically make your own DIY scratch-off card really easily. I mean, the whole idea is to have your own little, like, hey, we hit the jackpot with you, Dad. A real cute, loving message. You would use, a foam paintbrush, and you'd have some masking tape, and you basically are creating a little area with contact paper, and then you tape to it to the cutting mat, and you squirt a good amount of this metallic paint on the contact paper.
Oh.
And then what you're doing is that metallic paint is going to be the scratch-off stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so now you can basically, before you have the metallic paint, you write your little message like, you're a winner.
Oh, that's
See
cute.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's really cute.
Yeah, or it could be like, hey, you're going to get a 2-hour nap, or I'm going to clean up all the leaves. It could be all the things that you're going to do for Dad.
Gotcha.
And a way to do it is basically, you peel away the backing of the contact paper, and then you place these scratch-off decals over the prizes.
Right.
And then you use a coin to scratch off the prizes.
Oh.
That kind of fun?
Yeah, it is fun.
Yeah.
Now, how about something like a leather valet tray?
I always have loved these. You mean a place to put your keys?
Yeah,
and
like
things.
for example, my dad had one of these when I was a kid. It's like either a tray or a dish where you put your cufflinks or loose change, your watch, any kind of jewelry that you might have. You would just take a frame, and then you get a piece of leather if you want to customize it in an existing frame that you would just traditionally put a picture in. You just put a piece of leather and cut it to size, and you could either use a magic marker to create some quasi crest.
Cute.
Or you could actually do like little branding things with one of those hot guns that
Hot glue
burns
gun?
wood. No, not a glue gun. But
Oh, no. What? Not a hot glue gun, but what kind of?
No,
gun?
like one that burns wood to kind of create
Oh, I haven't used
the
that.
burned-in look, right?
Okay, that's neat.
You know,
That's
and then you
neat.
can give the family crest lettering and make it real formal.
Use
if you
stencils
want.
maybe if you
Stencils
wanted.
would be great with
Yeah.
paint, any of that.
Yeah.
And then you just apply the leather on the frame backing that goes in where the picture would traditionally go, and then that sits on the dresser, and there you go. That's where you put all your stuff, your keys, your cufflinks, your watch. It's very
A
fancy.
few coins.
Why not?
Very masculine and neat.
Very much like
Yeah.
James Bond lives in
Very
this
much
home.
so.
Yeah.
How about this? You're back to the grilling thing. How about and you no longer having to put the little pieces of chicken in saran inside your belt.
Yeah, I know.
How about a Father's Day grill platter?
Oh,
That is hand painted. It's a hand painted ceramic platter, if you will. It's a really easy project, and this is fun, like for the kids to get involved too. You get a white oven proof platter, and then you buy some ceramic paint, or and even use some of these ceramic paint pens. And just, before you're writing on the platter, you just practice first what your message is on some scrap paper. And then once you figure it out, you just paint around the plate. Happy Father's Day, love you, Dad, whatever, some cute little sketching, that kind of thing. And then you heat it up, and it is ready to go. You put it in the oven, in fact, for about a half an hour at 300
and that
degrees.
glazes it sort of?
Yeah, and then
Oh,
once
that's
you
great.
once you cool it, the platter, by the way, is dishwasher safe.
Oh, cool.
And that's a really fun thing for everyone to make
Sure
for
is.
Dad.
Yeah, you could put like chicken leg goes here and draw an outline of a piece of chicken on it. That's a great
Burgers and
idea.
buns go here.
There you go.
Hot dogs there. Yeah.
Love it. Hey, you know what I did with my kid Dusty? I went to the Grand Canyon via train, right? And we have a bunch of great pictures. One in particular that I love of him standing by this train station. Why not take one of those prized memories, in terms of the photo that you have, get a frame, and then just break little twigs like maybe 2 inches long and get a bunch of them. Then you're going to hot glue gun those on the outside of an existing frame so it looks like a rustic sort of Daniel Boone frame, right?
Very nice.
And you glue it all flat, and then when it sits up in a traditional frame the way it looks normally, it looks like you've got like these little sticks all the way around, right? And it gives it that sort of old world Daniel Boone feel, like, me and Dad did this great thing. I love that
Tom
one.
Sawyer,
Yeah.
any of that. Or you could also take some old cans and just decoupage them. You get some of that Mod Podge at the artsy craftsy stores. Get some headlines from magazines or newspapers, right? And just cut out words that are special and meaningful to your dad. You clean the can so it's just the metal only, right?
Sure.
And then you decoupage these photos and phrases, and it's kind of a cool little personal DIY gift for Dad.
Great.
Well, coming up, we have some more fun, manly things because, hey, it is time for Guys Night In. Eric Stormer, Cindy Dole, you're listening to Home Wizards.